Pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C-Certified Brewhead, and welcome to another edition of BML here on BAOS. This evening, I have a fantastic beer, as we always do. Just before we get started, huge shouts, you know the drill, Pretty Pennie, BrewHeads, bam, with the opener. Oh, you see that, gonna need that tonight. Hit the link in the bio, and you get that discount code, and get yourself one of these bad boys, and some other BrewHeads goodies. So, this evening, I'm going to be drinking a beer I'm very excited about. Huge shouts to our good friend Noah Forrest from Beerism. He recently did a collaboration with a brewery called Sutton, about an hour south of Montreal. We've reviewed some of their beers on here before. I believe it was even on IGTV. We've had Noah on a few podcasts, and I think he might have spoke about this collab during the milkshake episode, which was 95, I think. So it's finally here. We actually drank this beer at Fooduni in Dunham in August. The thing was, we had like 2 ounces of it, and we'd been drinking all day, so I really didn't get to like soak it up. So I'm very excited to try the bottle. It's finally packaged. So this beer is called Brett Never Sleeps. It's a Brut IPA with Brett. It was one of the first few Brut IPAs in Quebec. And it was really, really cool because Noah hit up Pat from Sutton, suggested that he did he brews a Brut IPA. He's like, well, why don't you come through? So Sutton uses Brett exclusively in all their beers, which is super cool. So this is a very unique take on a Brut IPA. So I'm pretty keen to see how this one goes. And I love it as well. It's in the 750ml format. Oh yeah. So for those who don't know, I don't know if I've done a video on a Brut IPA before, have we? I don't think so. Yeah. So this was a style I was super excited about because there hasn't been like a new... so this was a style... Look at that, what a beaut. This was a style of... brand new style of IPA that only sort of came about from a brewery called Social Brewing in San Francisco, California. I think last year, and it was just a style where they experimented with champagne yeast and this thing called, it starts with amylase or something, that is a molecule or a chemical or whatever that essentially strips all the sugar out of the beer, so it's super, super bone dry. They dry hop it like a New England IPA, so it's fruity but super dry. And this particular one has Brett. So there wasn't many around, so I was mad excited to try them early on. I got my hands, I've probably tried 6, 7, 8 now. And I'm really enjoying them. I think it's going to be something that's, even if it doesn't stick around forever, it's just going to be something interesting. Just, it's completely different. It's like a different profile than a West Coast IPA, than a New England, and now there's these guys. And I really, really enjoy them. So it's super clear, which it's supposed to be. It's probably got a bit of chill haze on it. Now, Noah said, leave the yeast in the bottom because you can drink it at the end, but at least have it without it because it was not really necessarily meant to be with it. Foamy head, funky nose, you're definitely getting the Brett in there. All right, get in here. That is fantastic. Super crisp, which is often not what you'd expect from an IPA, particularly being an ale. It's very tropical, super fruity. The Brett is very present. Initially, when I asked Noah about like what the Brett was going to do, he thought it would kind of blend in a bit, but it's definitely quite present. Yeah, it's not too boozy either. Some of the ones I've had tend to be like quite... This is 6.9, but you really can't taste it. I've had ones that were 7+, and because there's not much to disguise it, even though it is quite heavily dry hopped, it doesn't have all of the other the I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't have a bunch of things to kind of mask the booze. So it shines right through, and sometimes the ones I've had have been a little just too boozy for my tastes. So this is fantastic because you can't really taste it. Really crisp, like I said. Yeah, the Brett adds a nice character to it. This is a really interesting take on the Brut IPA. It works really well with the with that Brett element to it. It gives it something a little different. It makes it stand out. I've had one was like a rosé Brut, Some of them are sort of like, bright yellow and, a little cloudy almost because they were dry hopped so heavily. So, there's no real rule book once a style is created. I think this is cool. We have to live through seeing the style, same as New England, but we didn't, personally, I don't know about y'all, but I didn't jump on it straight away because it wasn't available here in Canada. But being that the beer scene is so like connected via the internet, as soon as something new like this drops, we can all be on top of it, particularly the brewers. Like don't even have to go to San Francisco to try it. They can just look it up on the internet and be, all right, this is my take on it. That said, I don't know anybody, whether it's a drinker or a brewery, who have had the original one from social. If you have, or if you know anyone who has, anything about it, hit us in the comments, man. I want to hear about it. So everyone's kind of making this blind. I find that interesting. There's a whole bunch of breweries, whether it's here or the States or whatever, that are going in blind to make a style that they've never tried. One could arguably say the same thing about New England's, that maybe they haven't had any of the original stuff from the New England area. And they're doing them out in Australia. And I had dudes that told them my thoughts on their beer. It's like, oh, that's what chalky is, okay. And I found that really interesting because they did a really great take on the style without ever trying it. So I think this is the exact same concept. It's just, I don't know if social are packaging their one or whatever, so we can all try where it started, just for reference point. I've had the original Goza from Ritterguts in Germany, for example. And that was really close to most of the Gozas I've had, which was somewhat surprising to me. So anyway, I think this is fantastic. If you're in Quebec, get your hands on it. My understanding is there's a decent amount of distribution on this bad boy. So it's definitely, as of right now, it's out in stores. It's in the big format. Don't know what it's going to run you, but either way, it's super, super well made. I love it. Hopefully it's something they keep around because I love that it's the Beerism collab and it's got the logo on there and stuff. I'm proud of Uncle Noah for that. It's fantastic. So, check that out. Also, go follow Noah everywhere. We'll put his Instagram handle up there. I think it's beerism.ca. That's it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, mate, boom, smash thumbs up. Hit subscribe below and hit the notification bell. So you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast and check out the long form audio. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Got a whole bunch of the Colorado material. We started on the Vermont stuff. Colorado's coming up. Great podcast. I hope you guys enjoy everything. Thank you for watching. We see you in the next video. And as always, get in ya.